Welcome, RC Model Geekers. Well, we've been playing with the Super 60, and one of the first things I wanted to do was to find an engine, as most of the comments have been saying, oh yeah, go glow, and well, I don't want to go glow. And then some have been going, oh, make it electric. Do you know what? I don't want to go electric either. I'm going diesel. Old school. So, I did have in my junk drawer an old diesel engine. It was an Irvin 20 diesel, and I bought it back in the late 80s, and I haven't used it since the late 80s, and it was in a shit state. So we stripped it down, we cleaned it out, cleaned it up, lubed it, and we bolted it to the Super 60.
And there it is.
And I think you'll agree it looks quite nice. So it's only a 20, but the Super 60 has been built very light. So we have no doubts it'll fly it. We've just rigged it on there for now. Because we want to make sure, before I go any further with doing loads of things, I want to make sure the engine does work. You know, if it's a pile of crap, there's no point going down that route with that engine. So
this will be the first start after the rebuild then?
First start after the rebuild. It is a diesel engine, remember people? It's not a glow. It's not a spark ignition petrol. It is diesel. If you've never seen one, there it is. The main feature that's different from a glow is it's got a compression screw on the top, which is right here. Which basically you adjust that to adjust the compression of the engine until you get the thing to fire. That's pretty much how it works. Other than that, it's got a needle valve like any normal glow engine, and it's got a throttle stop and a low end adjustment on here. Oh, and of course this diesel is actually an RC version, so it's got a throttle. It's not a control line or stunt version for you American guys. It has got a throttle, so it's an RC version. We've got a little 6-ounce tank in there with Tygon tubing, because you can't use silicone tubing with diesel fuel because it screws it up. No radio in it at the moment, so we've just clipped on a bit of push rod with a rubber band holding it closed. The settings are basically what they were the last time I used it back in 1989. So crikey. So yeah, we're going to try and fire this thing up and see if it at least runs. Yeah, one of the tricks with these is they want to be nice and wet. We made a Paxilin engine mount, so we're really going old school because nobody seems to use Paxilin anymore. So we've got a Paxilin engine mount here. Yeah, and that is it really. There's nothing else special going on. We've got a 10.6 propeller on it. Yeah, so we're gonna give it a go any minute now. Safety.
Oh,
We've got a garden fork and a screwdriver as a restraint for the plane, so it won't pull forward. And yeah, we're gonna go for it.
Okay.
Hope you enjoy it. Block your ears if you're listening on headphones.
Yeah.
She could be noisy.
It could be.
Now, one of the other traits of these is they are quite oily. They're much oilier than a glow, and the oil can be quite dark and disgusting. But yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for now. So let's give it a try.
Right.
So we want to make sure she's nice and wet, so we'll choke her. A bit. And here we go. So our throttle is closed. she nearly wanted to go, didn't she?
Yeah. Nearly went to go.
She nearly wanted to go. So remember, these engines are live all the time. Yeah, because they're compression engines. So. Now the other thing you'll notice on this engine, while I'm choking it to death, is there's no pressure bleed on the exhaust. It's actually blanked off, and the reason for that is when the fuel burns, it creates water, and that water gets blown back down into the tank, and the diesel fuel is lighter than the water. And it doesn't mix, unlike a glow fuel where water will mix with it. It doesn't mix with this, and so what happens is you end up with water at the bottom of the tank, where your clunk weight is, and so the thing just sucks up water. So that's why you don't have a pressure nipple on a diesel. Right, let's give it another go.
Go on in.
Joke. Oh, I can smell it. She wants to go. Nearly.
Nearly. Open your needle quarter turn, Rob.
I'm running out of flickability. That's my problem.
Do you want me to flicker it?
No. I think we might need just a tad more compression on the engine. Just need to find an Allen key, and we'll be back with you.
Okay.
Okay, we've adjusted the compression screw by about quarter of a turn. We had to undo a grub screw that actually locks that off on these ones. On some diesel engines, you have an adjustable sort of lockdown nut, but on this one, it's a grub screw through the side. So, let's give her another go, shall we?
I reckon you should go this time.
You reckon? Let's see, shall we? Let's just give her a quick choke again, because they do like to be very wet. Well,
She runs.
She runs.
After 25 years.
25 years.
It's not bad, is it? ready for down the beach. Oh God.
So, when people say to you, why don't you fly IC anymore? That's the reason.
Oh yeah. I remember that well. Lovely.
Lovely, but look at the colour of that oil, it's beautiful. For a diesel, oh thank you.
There you go, mate.
That's great. Nice and brown, no horrible black in it.
But it smells gorgeous.
If you only knew what this smelled
Oh,
like.
let's have a sniff.
Yeah, mate.
If only had...
Oh, do you want me to wipe some on your shirt so you can
No,
smell it
you're
later?
right. I don't think the wife would appreciate that.
Splash it all over.
Yeah, splash it all over.
There's just nothing better. Diesel, the smell is just even better than glow.
Yeah.
It's lovely. So there you go.
Excellent.
It runs. A little bit of oil down the side of the frame there. Nothing too bad, though, really.
No.
You know.
That was all part of it back in the day.
It was, yeah.
Having an oily rag.
You could always tell a modeller, couldn't you, back in the day? Because they had this funny smell to them, and it wasn't just BO.
That's very true. Yeah.
You know, they just had this smell on them. Yeah.
I've still got it.
You have, actually.
And I fly electric.
I think I'll have a word with your wife about that.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, it takes me back to my youth.
And me.
Yeah. Cool. Well, there you go, people. That's one step forward on the rehabilitation of the Super 60. So for now, that is the route we're heading on. We're heading on diesel IC. That might change if somebody wants to donate another engine to us. Then of course, you know, we might go and put that on there instead.
Maybe a 4-stroke.
A 4-stroke or a 2-stroke petrol.
Oh, 2-stroke petrol.
Two-stroke petrol.
Yeah.
Spark ignition, 9.5 cc's from Hobby King.
Yeah. So come on, guys, put your hands in your pockets.
Come on, Hobby King, put your hands in your pockets.
Yeah.
Donate that 9cc or 9.5cc petrol ignition, spark ignition engine. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like seeing a diesel run. And actually, how reliable they are.
Yeah.
I've still got all my fingers. I didn't use an electric starter.
No.
And it worked.
Well, thank you for taking me back to my youth, Rob.
I know. Awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. And there you go.
Anyway, so it's goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from him. Goodbye. Okay, well, after that great run, Colin and me, we were just sitting down having a bit of a chat, and Colin was telling me about how back in the day he used to fly control line and have diesels and everything else. So, do you know what? For a little bit of bonus footage, I'm going to take the camera.
What?
Go on, give it to me.
What?
And Mad Colin with his funky, weird hairstyle. And do you know what? After my comment about it's a 10-year-old, like if a 10-year-old kid's hairstyle, I actually saw a 10-year-old kid with it. Anyway, so bonus footage. Mad Colin, being a diesel expert from the 1970s, is going to start it just to prove that it weren't a fluke.
Okay. Okay, nice and wet.
Oh yeah, get it nice and wet, mate. Yeah, it's best if you move your hand out the way while the propeller's still going round.
Yeah.
We can all hear it hitting your finger before it's stopped, mate.
I know.
And again.
It's been a while.
Look, you've already got a bad left hand, so don't shag it completely.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's your right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
I am.
Yeah, you ain't got it wet enough.
I know, I'm getting it wet. Okay.
Stop getting your finger in the way of that propeller.
put your finger over the hole and flick it. See, these things have got to be mega wet.
Yeah, it's coming back to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Should go. Many a day on the coal field.
For some reason, I get the feeling you probably never used to do much flying, did you?
Yeah, I did quite a bit actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Have somebody else start your engines. Look, it's nearly wanting to go, I can hear.
It will.
You just want to give it a good old flick, mate.
I'm flicking.
Go on.
I haven't lost the flick.
It's nearly there. Give it a bit more fuel. That's it. Get it wet. Right, try again. Come on, mate.
I am. That good stuff.
Showing everybody up now.
I know.
Oh yeah, that was nearly. Go on. Oh yeah, pop then. Bit more fuel, mate. Bit more fuel. Yeah, so she'll want to go now.
Right, here we go.
Go on.
This time.
Give it a little bit of throttle. Oh, I didn't have this problem.
I did. Right, you know what I'm going to do?
Nearly got it, didn't it?
I got there in the end.
He got there in the end, didn't he?
As my ex-girlfriend said.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Just took you a long time to get it wet, mate. That's what it was.
Yeah, I know, but you know, the longer you take to get it wet, the more pleasurable it is to start.
Smell the ether.
Smell the ether, yeah. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Lovely. There you go. It's not a fluke, it does run.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it needs a little bit of tuning. Once it's tuned up, she'll fire sweet as a nut.
Okay.
But yeah, no chicken sticks in sight, no electric starters.
No.
Okay guys, there you go. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you next time when we've done a bit more to the Super 60.
Okay, so it's goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from
Me.
Colin and his hairdo.